Hello, welcome to Soul Tape. My name is Richard Felipe Mendez. I'm here with your favorite co-host, Alan, with more information about today's special guest.
Thanks, Felipe. Today we have American Woman. They're a Los Angeles-based indie band, and they formed this July, so they're pretty fresh. The band consists of Sarah Carino.
Carino.
I'm so sorry. I rehearsed this, I swear. Anyway, she's on vocals and keys today, and we have Elton on guitar, Francis on drums, and Kenneth on bass guitar. Although they're a new band and they've only been around since July, that hasn't stopped them from playing a few shows around the Los Angeles area, as well as dropping 2 singles, Bats in the Belfry and Out the Window. Thank you, American Woman, for stopping by Soul Tape. I have a few questions I wanted to ask you guys, if you guys are cool.
Yeah.
Great. What has the band's experience been like from writing and rehearsing the songs to playing them at shows? Have you experienced any growing pains?
I think one of the biggest growing pains would be our stage presence, like all together.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the previous shows that we've had, I think our stage presence has grown a lot compared to when we first started. I remember when we first started, we were like we were all like looking at each other, all like kind of standing still and nervous. But like we've just played so many shows in like a short amount of time, our chemistry like grew a lot more together.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you, do you guys have any experience or any challenges when you're at a venue, adjusting your sound, getting to know the venue? Like, I know in my experience, sometimes playing in a different place, I struggle to find the sound that I want with the room I'm in, the lack of people at the show, or with if there's a lot of people, sometimes that brings a new energy. Have you guys experienced any of that?
I think it definitely starting off with no people, it's a little cold to start off, honestly. It's kind of hard to get into it when there's no one in the crowd, but then like as we kind of start playing, we kind of just remember that it's like, man, we're just here to have fun.
Serious.
Yeah, it's never that serious. We're just here to have fun.
Yeah.
And we warm up and we start just moving around and everything.
Yeah, and we've been like mic'd up like few times. So like most of the time it's just like just raw sound coming out of our speakers or amps and my drum and whatever.
So earlier this year, I saw you guys play, and I thought it was really interesting because I really enjoyed the fact that you guys are an indie band. I feel like there's not a lot of indie bands in LA. And what I found really surprising is you guys played with a bunch of metal bands. And the question here is, do you guys find it intimidating that like you're sharing the stage with other bands with very distinctive different styles and genres than the ones you play?
I mean, yeah, we do, but at the same time, at least we are like sticking out, and it's fun. I mean, just give them something a little different to listen to.
Yeah, and definitely there's something for everyone
Yeah.
always. So I know a lot of metalheads also they're not just like metal. They like all sorts of they like indie, like jazz. So it's they'll definitely still like our sound. So it's not always intimidating. Sometimes a little.
No, I totally agree. I kind of, I had this second anxiety for you guys. That's why I was watching. I was like, well, the people showing up here are like metalheads, like. But I thought it was very courageous, and like again, I think live playing, not everyone there is there to judge you. I think they're just there to go see a good band, and you guys really knocked it out of the park at that show, and I saw a lot of people come up to you and like congratulate you for a great show.
Yeah. Thank you.
The band is highly active in social media. Do you guys ever feel overwhelmed by the amount of content and engagement you guys have to seek just to stay in people's mouths and have people kind of like bring you guys up? You guys ever feel overwhelmed about that?
Well, usually after a show, we got a GoPro, so we started recording our sets. So usually after a show, I take the day, like after the show or the day after, to kind of just create content and have it like planned out for the week. But then it definitely gets really there's a lot because we're trying to post consistently every day, and having to have constant like kind of new ideas every single day is kind of really challenging.
Yeah, but it is fun. Like the whole process of us feeling like, oh my gosh, wait, I have a good idea for content is actually it doesn't seem like too like too much right now. But yeah,
Yeah.
that could change, of course.
All right, guys, thank you for stopping by. We're going to hear you guys play a few songs and can't wait.
Sonder the realization that every passerby complexes you and forever goes and dreams.
That was great. That was amazing, guys. Thanks for coming out. I gotta be honest. I am a fan. Like I've known Kenneth for a while now, and when I saw that he was with you guys, I checked you guys out, and at first you're kind of like, oh, this is interesting, and then you hear it, and then I see your content online. Just throwing it out there. I am a fan of your work. I think "Bats in the Belfry" is a great single. My favorite song that you guys did tonight was "Mr. Tomley."
Yeah.
So that song's loosely based on the movie Her.
Yes, it is.
That's one of my favorite films, and I just wanted to know what other films are you guys really into that help inspire you, or you think hold up to that standard, and also why did you choose to write a song inspired loosely by
Oh my god.
that character?
Oh.
Oh, this is a question for Sarah. She's a movie.
Yeah,
She's a
I
movie
don't
buff,
know.
kind of.
So usually when I write songs, it's in the middle of the night, and usually it's based on what's happening, like, or what happened in my day or week. And I don't know, I think I was just like around like AI and technology that week, and right before I fell asleep, all I wrote down was Mr. Twombly, and I was just kind of hoping for the best when I woke up, and then I brought it to him, and then we wrote it.
We went to Griffith Park to write
Yeah,
it.
we did.
And I took a little amp and a portable like
Yeah.
power, and we just like sat there and kind of
And
wrote it.
Yeah, we just kind of jammed until we got Mr. Twombly. Yeah.
Great. That's actually really cool. Kenneth, any favorite films?
Well, for me, it's mostly like early 2000s movie. Like my favorite movie, I would say, is Freaky Friday, and I would say Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give me Scott Pilgrim vibes with your face, man.
Thank you.
I think it's great. And Freaky Friday, like, let's be real, Lindsay Lohan rocked
Yeah,
that.
Lindsay Lohan. was
Curtis
like-
Lee Jackson, shout out. Francis, any films you liked?
I mean, you gotta guess. Like I like Whiplash. Like I like that movie a lot. Like I always think about.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, exactly. You know, just like I always have that voice in my head that's like, you know, it's kind of like Terrence Fletcher. You know.
It shows, man. You're an amazing drummer.
Thank
Like,
you.
You did not make one mistake all night. Not that I was judging anybody.
All right.
But you played really good.
Thank you.
Nah,
Thank
I
you.
have to agree with Rich. I think you're very talented, and I see you very focused, and I see a lot of work. How much practice do you put in a day?
Usually like I try to tell myself 2 hours, but then it ends up like a little longer than that. I'm just like get lost. It just.
Yeah. Last time we spoke, we were just hanging out, and you did mention that you were really good in you were getting into like jazz and improvising, and like kind of like learning fundamentals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you take that seriously, and like
Not
what's
at
that
all.
mean to you?
Ever since we've met, still not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Elton, favorite film?
Oh my god. I don't know. I actually don't watch a lot of movies, but like if I had to choose one, I really like Ratatouille.
It's a great movie. Yeah. So that's that talk about practice. I was talking with Francis. That's a big thing because as I get older, it's become very hard to practice when you're juggling like work-life balance. I wanted to know, what do you guys do for work out there? Just because this band stuff doesn't really make the bills sometimes, and I just wanted to know, like, what do you guys do for work?
Let's go around, I guess.
Yeah. We can start with you, Elton.
Well, right now I'm a full-time student, so I'm kind of being supported by my parents. And anytime I'm not doing school stuff, I'm doing music stuff. So.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sarah?
I'm a full-time student as well. I'm taking ASL, so yeah, that's really what I spend my time doing, and the band, of course.
That's great. Kenneth?
Part-time associate at Party City.
I'm sorry, part-time associate where?
At Party City.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great. Francis?
I'm also a full-time student, just supported by my parents.
I love it, man. Great parents you guys have.
Yeah.
The reason I bring that up is because there's a lot of struggling musicians out there trying to make ends meet, and then that work-life balance is very difficult.
Yeah, a lot of people fake it. They're like, oh, I don't work. This is what I do for a living. I make music. Psych. Like, you're serving
Yeah.
up at Denny's or something.
Yeah. It's a hustle out there. Everyone's got a hustle. So let's talk gear. Elton, how long did it take you to find those pedals, and do you have any
Oh.
secret weapons out there?
I wouldn't say I have a secret weapon. I feel like even through different guitars, I feel like my sound kind of stays the same. I like distortion, and I want an overdrive pedal. But yeah, I don't think I have a secret weapon. Honestly, I don't think I really have found my signature sound. I would say I really like my boost pedal, because when I, on a solo especially, I kick it and then I blast through everyone, and you could hear me playing my solo. So, but other than that, I would say like a reverb is really good to have, especially when we lost a rhythm guitarist. Having that that reverb pedal really filled up so much space, because a lot of these songs that I kind of wrote for 2 guitars. So that reverb really fills in the space, because I remember our first show when we lost our, I think that was the first show you watched us, Alan.
Yeah.
That was our first show ever without a rhythm guitarist, and we were kind of like disheveled, and I played without my reverb. I didn't really think about turning it on, and it just sounded kind of sad, and I was like, aw. So I learned to kind of kick it on more often than not. So.
Yeah, reverb's difficult to figure out. Sometimes you're in a room where it's got great space
Yeah.
and you don't really need it. Sometimes you hear the difference and you kind of wish you had it.
Yeah.
Francis, before you got up here, I told you you could use the house set, and you did, but you decided to use your own cymbals. How important is that to you, choosing your own gear? And
For cymbals, it's all like, sound is one of them, but then the feel, like coming off of hitting it and then coming back into my drum, these are like the nicest cymbals ever. Like for me, they just feel so good. Like the weight is nice, that's what I'm trying to say.
I agree. Sometimes you want to feel comfortable in what you play in. I know that I'm very big on that. I don't like using other people's equipment.
Yeah.
I get it, man. Kenneth, this is the opposite on your end. You used the house bass and the house amp.
Oh yeah, he opted for the house bass, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, how at home when you're playing bass, what are you playing on? Is how important is it to find a bass sound? Because honestly, you're holding it down. Rhythm is very important, and you and Francis are holding it down for sure.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, you know me, I'm more of a guitarist, but you know, playing bass is it's a great experience. You know, I've been playing bass for about 2 years now. I own a Fender Rumble 40, and I own a Squier Jazz bass. But you know, playing bass is it's a lot of work. You know, but I learned a lot. You know, from other bass players. I looked at a lot. But so far as like, you know, gear-wise, I don't really use a lot of pedals because I'm still learning as a bass player. So, but I usually just kind of go off by the sound of the amp. You know, as long as it sounds good and, you know, it really gives you that bass feel, then it's really all that matters to me.
Is your first time playing on flat wounds? Too?
Yeah, thank you. These
sound pretty good.
Yeah, these strings are these are amazing. You know, and
I'm glad I can convert another one, Alan.
I know you're very big on the flat one stuff. I'm still haven't converted. I'm still, oh man, I'm so basic. Ernie balls. That's
Crank it
those,
to 12.
You crank it to 12. All the pedals up. You guys should see me at a punk show. I get down.
That's right.
Speaking of which, we got a show coming up, Commando. Where at again? Might as well plug it.
We're plugging our own show.
Yeah, why not?
Plug it. Yeah. Commando.
Doll
Hut.
Hut.
December 21st and January 7th, I believe.
Hold up, I'm putting the wig on.
So we get down. We do Ramones covers.
Sorry, guys.
Let's get back to the band.
Shamelessly plug our own show.
But yeah. I got a basic setup. You got flat wounds, and I don't know. You might maybe turn me. I might dabble on a guitar I don't really care about and put him on there, but yeah. Great.
If I may interrupt,
Yeah.
I would get flat wounds, but I love the pick scrapes. So I just can't, man.
I can't do flat wounds on the guitar either, so I'm with
Yeah.
you on that.
Oh, so it's strictly a bass thing for you?
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely. Because
That
the
makes
bass
a
is
lot
more
of
intimate,
sense.
you know. You need
I
to
thought
do a
you'd
little
take
bit
like, I thought it takes time for like what is it? The other, not the flat wounds, the other one?
the round wounds.
The round wounds, like you need to get your skin on it and like make it smooth.
Yeah. Well, again, I think guitar's a little bit more delicate. Bass is like, well, no, wait, that's actually the opposite of what I said. You know what? I like bass with flat wounds, and I like that with round ones. I don't know what it is. I feel like with that, it felt too rough on my fingers, actually, which is weird. But, yeah.
I wanted to just ask Oscar and Rich real quick. Are you guys familiar with the Latin pop star or Pitbull?
My favorite singer?
Your favorite singer of all time, Mr. Worldwide?
No, I'm joking.
All right.
What about him?
The reason I wanted to bring him up is every time he's in it, oh, not every time, but he's been known in interviews to say that if you Google his name, he comes up before the
my
dog
God.
breed. I think that's hilarious. And so I was wondering, it's a sign of success for you for you as a band, sorry. When people Google American Woman, you guys, your songs will pop up before the Lenny Kravitz song.
That's funny.
so funny. We
Like,
always
all
talk
joke
about
about
that.
that.
Yeah.
We're like, we know
What
we've
the
made it when we pop up before American
Yeah.
Woman, Lenny Kravitz.
Not yet, but I mean, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see us.
I'm happy that you guys had a mutual mindset about that because I wasn't sure if that question was going to land, and I'm glad. Anyway, it was a pleasure having you guys. Rich, do you have any more questions?
Of course.
Oh,
Same question I asked
my
the
bad,
last
sorry.
band. Where'd you guys come up with the name?
Oh my gosh. So, Elton and I, we actually went thrifting at 2nd Street, and we were just sifting through clothes. And then I was like, "Whoa, American Woman, that's so cute." It was just like a white T-shirt that said American Woman in red. And I was like, that would be a good band name. And then 2 months later, I just forgot about it. And then we formed with everybody, and we're like, let's use that band name. And
Yeah,
it
we
just,
had, like,
it stuck.
10 other names.
Yeah.
Technically, it was. Oh my gosh, the OGs will know that we were Puppy Eyes.
Yeah, we were
before,
Puppy Eyes for a while.
And then.
Oh man, good move.
And we
I
were.
know. Wasn't our call. It
That's
was
so
not
good.
ours.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
We changed, so.
Little political with the name though, no? No, I'm just kidding.
No, no.
Joking, I'm
no,
joking.
I got to be honest. I had this conversation with Rich the other day. We were talking about like some band names can be bad ideas until you find success. I think some band names are like really stupid, and then they find success, and all of a sudden it's like genius.
Sounds cool,
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
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 Like, what's that one? No, you know what? I'm not
No,
gonna mention
that
names.
doesn't.
The Beatles?
He said the Beatles.
Really?
No, but to be fair, it took him a while to realize that they spelled it as a beat, like the beat.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought
I
it was
never
the
noticed
bug. I was
that.
like, idiots. Can you even find those in the wherever they're
The
from?
UK.
The UK. I'm
That's
disrespecting
funny.
Paul McCartney.
Dang.
I'm
Shout out
sorry.
to Liverpool.
Shout out to Liverpool. But yeah, I think you guys played amazing. I loved your set. I
Thank
love
you.
your ability to maintain tone.
Thank you.
You guys got something going on. I really like it.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having
Yeah, I
us.
got to be honest. I'm a big fan, and thanks for coming down.
Of course, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
So we're gonna take a small
Short
short
hiatus.
hiatus because
Yes.
Sarah is gonna have a surgery for her ear,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be about a month. But keep on the lookout because we're gonna have a very very special announcement coming soon, and keep on the lookout for a new EP. We're gonna try to release a new EP next year, sometime in the beginning of the year, and so keep on the lookout for that. We're definitely gonna stay engaged with y'all. We're gonna post content, and yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for sticking with us and stuff. Yeah.
Well, thanks again for pulling up to Soul Tape, where we try to capture the essence of your soul here. And you guys, I think, did just that. Good night, guys. Thank you again for watching. Have
Good
a great
night.
night. Alan, anything?
Oh, just be on the lookout for American Woman's first EP. I know I'm excited, and thank you.
All right. Yeah, good night.